Hello, everyone. It's about that time. This is your amazing new host, Dr. Kymm Watson, and I personally want to welcome you to my new podcast, Let's Just Talk About It, the premier place to keep up to date on some amazing topics and discussions that will encourage you to consider the phenomenal power of change. I hope you enjoy the show, so let's get straight into it. Well, happy New Year. This is Dr. Kymm Watson, and welcome to our episode of Let's Just Talk About It. Can you believe it? We have wrapped up 2024 and we are now in 2025, and great things are in store for you. I hope you are encouraged. Well, as we always do, I want to give thanks to my amazing production team that is working around the clock as we are designing and talking through our podcast, how we can continue to be a blessing to your life, and encourage you with discussion and dialogue that brings about measurable and sustainable change. What else I like to do is help affirm the many things in our mindset that we are constantly dealing with, right? That would try to separate us from doing the things that we desire to do in our lives. And I want to read to you this affirmation. It says, "As I rise, I affirm my worth, potential, and the positive impact I can make in the world today." I want to encourage you to be someone that makes a positive impact on the world today. Because, listen, we are dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and some things we can do without. I know you ain't got to tell me nothing. Every day I turn on the news or I read a CNN on my computer, or I turn on a television, the station, something negative is happening in our world. Some tomfoolery, somebody has been bamboozled with. And it gets tiring, it gets overwhelming. But I want to encourage you that we will, in 2025, structure our thought process, structure our thinking, structure our mindset, to only feed off of the things that bring about growth and sustainability. Right? We're changing our diet. We're not going to be eating the same junk and garbage that feeds our spirit man, that feeds our natural man. We're going to add some things to our lives that bring about the changes that we desire to have, right? So we're going to be talking a lot about change. We're going to be talking about the challenges, right? How to move beyond the challenges in your life. And as many times as something negative would come to detract from you, we're going to talk about something positive that can add to you. So I want to talk to you for just a little bit about navigating through seasons of self-sabotage. Navigating through seasons of self-sabotage. Because oftentimes we got the knife in our own hand. We got the gun to our own head. And we have got to make sure that we are not the ones that are actually sabotaging our own goals, our own dreams, our own aspirations, right? Because it's so easy to happen that once it happens, we're like, wait a minute, where did that come from? Where did that thought come from in my mind? Why all of a sudden, one moment I'm happy and the next minute, I'm crying, I'm feeling defeated. And it's because we don't have control over our mindset, and our mindset is being constantly sabotaged by our own thoughts, our own inhibitions, our own willingness to keep putting something in us that is not allowing us to grow in the way that we want to grow. We're not watering our spirit man. We're not watering our mindset. We're not watering our experiences with the right nutrients in order to see measurable and sustainable change. So I want to encourage you in 2025 as we talk about this, right? We're actually going to have some amazing people joining us on our podcast of Let's Just Talk About It. And we're going to be talking more of this because, listen, if you don't know nothing today, the one thing I do know, or that you should know, is that there is so much going on in this world that you will not be able to survive it. Hello, somebody. You will not be able to survive it if you don't change some of the things that you are allowing in your life. If you don't take the steps necessary to remove it, to take it away, to say, nope, not letting you in. Nope, and there's no place for you in my life. Nope, can't have that conversation. Nope, not letting you drain my life, right? And so more and more means that you have to allow safe spaces in your life. Safe spaces. So that you don't find yourself becoming a victim of your own thoughts, a victim of your own words, a victim of your own voice. And you don't have to be like, well, who's that? Well, it's you, girl. Bruh, it's you. You can't allow your own words of mistrust, of distrust, of lack and failure and fear be the tools to take away everything that you would desire for your life. So we're going to be talking about it this year in 2025 for a multitude of reasons. Because in a couple of months, I have a brand new book coming out called Change Beyond the Challenge, The Inconveniences of a New Season. And God has just given me some amazing things to talk about in this book. And I'm going to share some of those tidbits with you as I'm finishing up the book and getting it ready for publishing. You're going to be the first, yes, the first to eat at the table of some amazing things that God has dropped in my spirit and allowed me to be a big part of this book. And you know, a couple of years ago, he gave me my first book, When Change Becomes Your Only Option. And it changed the lives of so many people. And then I wrote another book called Thinking Out Loud About Change. And then a change journal that was the companion to that book. And it again blessed so many people's lives. And you asked me, how do I know that? Well, because they told me. They shared their experiences. They shared the things that made a difference in their lives. So God and these amazing people gave me the momentum to keep writing about it. Now, someone asked me one time, do you write these books in order to get rich? No, I write these books in order to bring about change. And if in, the course of writing these books, I become rich, oh yeah, ain't nobody turning that down. I love it. If it exposes me to be a positive influence on other people's lives, absolutely, I'm glad for it. But me writing the book is because God placed so much of it in my heart and in my life about change that I want to share it with the world. So we're going to be talking about this in 2025 because I'm not going to be the one or the two that's going to, let the circumstances of life destroy anything that God has placed in my hands. Just not going to do it. Right? And so I want to encourage you to stick and stay with me. We're going to be engaging in lots of great topics. And I want to encourage you to listen in because it's going to be something you're going to be loving and saying, yes, tell me more. Tell me more. And I want you to be encouraged by that, okay, to hear it. So make sure you check me out on every Sunday at 8 p.m. on my YouTube channel. My glasses, I got new glasses and they just keep falling down. Let's just talk about it with Dr. Kymm Watson. and join me and listen. Send me a message. Let me know, hopefully, how this is being a blessing to your life, so that I can continue to seek God for the topics that I think that are extremely important, for us to talk about on this amazing podcast, right? 2025 is going to be a great year. 2025, we're going and we're coming and we're doing things heavy and strong, and we're going to have a blast. It's going to be a good time. So make sure you join me every Sunday at 8 p.m. We'll see you soon. Well, everyone, that's all we got time for right now, but we'll keep the conversations moving and topics flowing. Join us for a new episode every Sunday at 8 p.m. for Let's Just Talk About It. Don't miss it, and don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. We'll always have a little something for you if you do. I'm your host, Dr. Kymm Watson, and I'll see you on our next episode. Be blessed.